Disney's Lion King. Not the epic fail 2019 version, but rather the incredible 1994 version is undoubtedly one of the best and most recognizable animated films of all time. It has everything you could ever want in an animated film. Comedy, betrayal, death, romance, epic songs, unforgettable lines. And speaking of unforgettable, the lines aren't the only thing that stick in your head after you've watched the film. This film is chock full of unforgettable moments, a lot of which we'll be going through in this video, as I present to you the top 10 most unforgettable moments in The Lion King. As always, you can expect an animation quiz at the end of this video, one simple question that only the most knowledgeable animated film aficionado can answer. Now without further ado, let's jump right in. The number 10 moment on this list comes from pretty early on in the film. Simba, Nala and Zazu are running away from the three hyenas, Shenzi, Banzai and Ed. Zazu gets separated from the group and the two cubs do their best to escape the claws and jaws of these hyenas. They run as fast as they can, but they eventually reach a dead end and get cornered. That's when this unforgettable moment happens.
That was it? Do it again. Huh?
What makes this moment especially unforgettable is the fact that it was so unexpected, because up to this point, Mufasa was nowhere to be seen, and as far as we knew, he didn't even know that his son was in trouble. So it came as a real shock to hear the roar come out of Simba. Can you feel the love tonight? This unforgettable Academy Award winning song is sitting comfortably at number 9. What makes this moment so unforgettable is naturally the song. Hearing that song play and watching as Nala and Simba fall in love while Timon and Pumbaa fear that they might just lose their pal to the lioness culminates in a simply unforgettable moment. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of this song. I just put this moment on the list because regardless of whether I enjoy the song or not, it doesn't change the fact that I know every single word in that song, despite not wanting to. And I bet that a lot of you out there have the same dilemma. Or just really love the song. Regardless of whether you like the song or not, there's no denying that that scene is one of those moments in the film that cannot be forgotten. Up next is the moment directly after Simba, Nala and Zazu get attacked by hyenas. Mufasa tells Zazu to take Nala home so that he can teach his son a lesson. Now what makes Mufasa's talk with Simba so unforgettable is how much it highlights what kind of parent Mufasa is in his relationship with Simba. When Mufasa first starts his talk with Simba, you can hear and see just how furious he is at Simba for disobeying him and putting both himself and Nala in danger. But as they keep talking, Mufasa explains a couple of things to Simba. Being brave doesn't mean that you go looking for trouble, being brave doesn't mean you're fearless, and the fact that they will always be together. This moment is, in my opinion, the most beautiful scene between Mufasa and Simba. It shows the bond that the two have and the love that they have for each other. That moment when Mufasa explains the concept of death to Simba and how the great kings of the past lie amongst the stars is especially memorable. Now from our viewpoint as the audience watching The Lion King, it's pretty clear that Mufasa was a good king, and Scar was not. Most of that is because of how the two of them approached the role. Whereas Scar believed that as the king, he could do whatever he wanted and had to get his way all the time, Mufasa focused more on understanding the circle of life and ensuring that none of the animals interfere with the natural progression of life. And not long after Simba was born, Mufasa made sure to teach him about his role as king of the Pride Lands. And that is when the unforgettable moment happens. As Mufasa and Simba sit atop Pride Rock, Mufasa shows Simba their kingdom and explains to him where it starts and ends. Now there are two things that make this moment especially memorable. The manner in which Mufasa explains to Simba why it needs to be king, and naturally, the fact that this is when Simba learns about the Outlands, which later gets him in trouble. Near the very end of the film, after Simba goes back to the Pride Lands, finds out Scar killed his dad, and a huge fight ensues, Simba goes after Scar. And after a little discussion between the two, it seems as if Scar is just gonna run away, never return. Ha! As if Scar would ever do that. He instead throws some ashes in Simba's eyes and starts to attack. The two start fighting in a battle that is just incredible. In reality, the fight only lasts about 2 minutes, but it is astounding. Every action that Simba and Scar take and every move that they make against each other is amazing to watch. And man, am I the only one who will never get the image of Scar literally jumping through fire out of my head? Even his demise at the hands of paws of the hyenas is unforgettable. Okay, I just realized how many of the entries on this list have to do with or are related to Mufasa, and I just want to say, fear not my fair viewers, this is the last Mufasa entry. Maybe. The scene where Rafiki manages to convince Simba to go back home is in itself extremely memorable. At first we wonder, what on earth is going on? How is Mufasa alive? Then we think, are they really going to give us this whole he lives in new thing? But then we get the actual Mufasa. He forms in the clouds and tells Simba what he needed to hear. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the unforgettable moment. Mufasa forming in the clouds, coming to Simba in his time of need, and reminding him of who he is and his role in the circle of life. Be prepared. Man, I love that song. It is my favorite Disney villain song of all time. Now let's get to why it's so unforgettable before I burst your eardrums with my beautiful singing voice. Be Prepared is one of those moments that I didn't even have to rewatch The Lion King for in order for me to know whether it's going to be on the list or not. Unlike Can You Feel the Love Tonight, the song isn't the only thing that makes this moment so unforgettable. Sure, the fact that the song is so catchy and fun to sing along to doesn't hurt, but another thing that really makes this moment so memorable is the visuals. For example, I am willing to bet that a lot of you out there have one of these three images in your heads whenever you think about that song. Why? Because the visuals are so incredible. We actually watch and get to see the sheer number of hyenas that he'll be working with, and just how far Scar is willing to go to ensure that he becomes king. And like I said, having a song that good doesn't hurt either. Coming in at number 3, we've got the moment that changed everything, the stampede. There are a whole lot of things that make this moment so unforgettable. The look on Simba's face when Mufasa falls into the gorge, the image of Mufasa trying to get out of the gorge, Scar killing him, Mufasa's death. There are also some pretty unforgettable lines, like Scar telling Simba to run away and never come back. There are a whole lot of reasons why this moment isn't so easily forgotten. But no matter what the reason may be, we can all agree that this is a moment in The Lion King that is simply unforgettable. Okay guys, it is taking everything in me not to sing the song and not to call Hakuna Matata on your butts. So if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Now I don't think I really have to explain why this moment is so memorable. I mean, it's Hakuna Matata. There is no way that you can watch The Lion King and not have this song stuck in your head. No way, no how. This song is just too catchy. And if any of you think I'm wrong, make sure to tell me in the comment section right down below. I think you're crazy, but still, just do it. Yeah, you saw it coming. You knew it was going to be at the top, but seriously, can you blame me? After all, it is the moment that this film is most famous for. The moment where Rafiki lifts Simba up and presents him to the Pride Lands is so well known that it has transcended the film itself. It has been recreated innumerable times across uncountable films and TV shows, including the direct-to-video release Lion King 2 Simba's Pride, when Simba's daughter Kiara is presented to the Pride Lands. And in my personal opinion, feel free to argue with me in the comments, the Circle of Life was robbed. This song deserved the Oscar. It is far beyond anything else that was nominated that year. But I guess since Elton John and Tom Rice get the Oscar either way, it doesn't really matter which of the two songs won. The Circle of Life deserved it though. As always, it is now time for an animation quiz. One simple question that only the most knowledgeable animated film aficionado can answer. You ready? Let's go. Your question is, when Scar throws Mufasa into the gorge, what infamous line does he say? Okay guys, be sure to post your answers in the comment section right down below. You can expect the answer when this video hits 50 views. This has been Z Zypher, till next time.